On December 6th, there is going to be a global climate strike where people across the world are going to be demonstrating and raising awareness to the climate crisis that we have right now.
Could you tell me your name, please, and where you go to school?
I'm Elizabeth Sprague. I'm a senior at Pittsfield High School.
So why are you guys doing this?
Well, we are striking. We're walking out at noon on Friday, December 6th. I'm Aviva, by the way. And we're doing this basically to raise awareness. We've heard a lot of just like talk from students. What is this going to do? Why should I walk out? You guys aren't making a difference. But I think this step is mostly about raising awareness. It's mostly about showing our community that we are actively worried about the breakdown of our climate, and we care about changing it.
Yeah, one of the other big things is, I'm Jordan, by the way. One of the big things is we can't vote. We're still considered minors, so this is one of the only ways that we can kind of have our voices out there and show people like what we actually care about as youth.
What's the rush on doing this?
The deadline is impending. It's very possible that if I were to have children, that those children wouldn't live very long because of what's happening to our climate. So there's a big rush. It's my life at stake. There's a lot of people in position and in power who are going to die before this even starts to affect them. So it's not really one of their top priorities when they're going to be gone before it even happens. But it's my generation, and it's my generation's kids that are going to literally die because of what is happening. So that's a pretty good reason to care.
I also think when we were young, we knew the concept of like global warming, but we didn't really understand the severity of the problem. And now we're seeing floods and mudslides and wildfires. Ocean levels are clearly rising. The temperature's warming. Winter's not the same, and it's noticeable. So it's literally scary.
So what would you guys like to say to your leaders? You said the people in power. What would you like to say to them at this point in time?
So many things.
So much.
I think first and foremost, pay attention, listen to us, and that our voices matter, even though we can't, re-elect you, even though we can't put you in that seat. We are still citizens of the United States, of Earth, and we're going to be here for quite a long time after all these people, after they can no longer occupy a seat in the Senate or whatever.
Yeah, I think just like my message would be like show a little character, like show a little bit of respect, like respect your mother. Elizabeth held a sign that said that at our last strike, and honestly, seriously, respect your mother. Like all of our resources, everything we eat, everything we touch, everyone we love comes from this miracle of science that is the earth. So pay attention to that. Give a little bit of gratitude. It's November.
Isn't fracked gas a bridge fuel?
So some people argue that continuing to use fossil fuels, gas, that sort of a thing, that it's fueling our economy, so why would we stop? And we're already here, so what's the point of trying to go back? Well, that's one of the main things that's contributing to the decline of our environment. If we don't stop now, we're just digging ourselves into a deeper hole than we're already in. And yes, there is that money aspect into things, but you have to think more about the environment because planet over profit, like the saying goes. We can only use all of the resources for so much longer until, yeah.
And let's face it, there's not going to be an economy if we just let
True.
the world
Yeah.
burn. And like you were saying, like we're just digging ourselves further into a hole. So helping, like continuing digging while trying to fix the problem of being stuck in a hole is counterproductive. So
Yeah, I think these leaders who would argue that gas is a bridge fuel or that we have time to transfer our lifestyles to be like sustainable, renewable energy, they don't understand the sense of urgency that Greta Thunberg understands, that we understand. We have this like anxiety about it, and I think that's just missing from people who are so focused on profit.
That's one of the things that Greta actually spoke out about. Was I was reading an article about her, and she was in a very deep depression at 11 years old because of what she found out about climate change. And it's, people say that, like, let's care about the youth, let's care about their health, let's care about their mental stability. Then let's fix the problem that's giving all of these children so much anxiety. At the climate strike, we had 2-year-olds who were holding up signs, and young kids who were there. And maybe some of them didn't fully understand the problem, but a lot of them did, and it's scary to see the world that they're going to grow up in.
Tell me again, the date is December 6th.
So December 6th, Friday, December 6th, there's going to be a climate strike. It'll be a global event, and Pittsfield's will be at Park Square from noon to 1. So hopefully that'll create some kind of opportunity for students to come and people to just gather and raise awareness and, stand up for the earth.